Alright, welcome back everybody, ASAP Grim here. I had to finish, I just took a drink before I came online, so that didn't go well. ASAP Grim here, and this is the continuation of our Crusader Kings 3 Chronicle, where we are trying to reclaim Italia. Now, we just took the Duchy of Romagna, and we granted it to the heir of our heir. We appear to still be going strong, although we're a bit melancholic, moderate penalty, at 66 years old. The kingdom is in good shape. I mean, we're looking pretty good. We are converting. I think we're converting here right now. Let's take a look. Council, County of Benevento. Really? Oh, we're fabricating. That's right. Okay. We have to do that because the Duchess of Benevento, her heir is under another despot, so we will lose that territory. And so what I'm doing is I'm fabricating claims so that I can revoke it from her. And I hate to do that. I really kind of feel like there should be another answer to that. Let's look at culture before I start looking at that. So our culture is also doing good. We've got all of this sewn up now, and we're beginning to push north. Come back over to Rome. So let's take a look here at the Duchess. We could plot a murder against her heir. Because these other kids they don't hold titles. They're also of a different dynasty, so she married somebody else. Her previous husband died of natural causes. That was his dad. And this guy here, who looks an awful lot like that other dude. Well, I guess we can see what her taste is. Oh, how old is he? He's 36, you cougar. 54 years old. I mean, I guess give her due. You know, but anyway, that's these guys' dad. Okay, well, since that's a possibility, let me see if we could pull that off. Where are you at? Because you're not necessarily at Philoppolis. Well, it looks like you are. Despot Basileos is the bully, who is at Hellas, I guess. Steward. Located in Attica. This seems to be where that other guy's at, that marshal. I mean, it should tell me. I don't do this very often, so I'm a little bit slow on figuring out. Located in Philippopolis. Okay. Murder. It's a 76% chance. We gain 22 stress because we're just. Okay, if I start that scheme, I instantly got 2 people to join. And I want to open my council, support schemes in Philippopolis. Let me actually first look at intrigue. We have an 89% chance. I want to make sure that this improves. There was another element to that. 95% secrecy. That's actually pretty good. Council 17. Do I have an amazing spy master? Well, I could get 20. Oh, but it would be his mom. We can't do that. Okay, well, unless she knew that her title was on the line and that her other son could take over, as long as she's willing to let this one pay the iron price. Let's see. Support schemes in Philippopolis. Where's that at? I thought we were over it. Nicopolis. Oh, here it is. It's even colored for me, and it has his portrait in it. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, increase control while we're at it of Apulia. You are working on flipping the culture of Apulia. You got 5 years left. Okay, so now that we've got her in place for helping the scheme, it didn't seem to boost anything, so maybe we'll see that when it unpauses. There are 4 people. Wife of Duke Magnus. Oh my gosh, that dude's wife. Did he cheat on her or something? She can be convinced. $58 gold, and this countess. We can't invite. Oh, shoot. We got I should have saved that money. I kind of messed up there. Fortunately, we're wealthy as all get out, so. Invite to scheme. Click on this. Bribe and invite to scheme. Bribe and invite to scheme. Okay, the others all refuse, I think. These don't count for much. I think we'll just stick with that. Oh, his spy master? Throw some gold at him too. Maybe he'll change and become. Refuses neg 15. Okay, we've got other people that joined. We're at 95% plot power. Worked hard to convince our neighboring realms and vassals that the peace treaty I entered with Pope Hadrianus of the papacy is flawed, illegitimate, and unfair to me. I'm once again free to declare war upon him as I please. Incredible work, Valence. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. About 11 months left on this. Says we've got one more we could. Oh yeah, this guy down here. We're pretty strong. And the more people you invite, the more loose tongues, the greater potential that somebody will leak something. 10 months, wife aid scheme, murder gains progress. Yes. Oh boy. I almost never dally in these areas. They're kind of despicable to me, so I actually harbor ideals of playing a tall game one time throughout all of the history of CK3 and only allowing myself to gain titles via marriage and family being put on thrones through marriage and things of that nature, and gaining land by doing a marriage to like a third son. No murder. It's just like, did I get lucky and did the other two die or something of that effect? I've entertained ideas like that because that seems to be more likely the way that things happened, in my opinion. I don't know if I'm being super naive there. It seems like the medieval world was not fraught with murder schemes to expand families, except really, really big families, like maybe the Habsburgs or something like that, I think otherwise it was just really kind of done through actually legal means and political maneuvers to raise the influence of couples. And kind of like, I guess, as an example, and I don't know if it really went down like this, but if you ever watched the movie The Other Boleyn Girl, I think that's what it was called, that was just taking advantage of opportunities. You know, whenever the king decided that he wanted to be divorced from Catherine of Aragon, that family didn't engineer that. The King Henry just decided, I can't have this. I need a male heir, and she ain't getting it done. Yeah, that was his perspective, right? So he went out looking for other options, and this family had 2 daughters to present, and Anne was the one that was the most, I don't know if you want to call it seductive or whatever, but let's just call it charms. She had charms. She knew what she was doing. You know, whenever it came to attracting a dude. And that's like an example of what I'm talking about. You might have political machinations happening, but it's nothing that's openly breaking the law, like flipping murder. Oh no. As I got caught up in that sidebar, the existence of my plot to murder Duke Magnus has been discovered. While my involvement is not yet known, this will make it a lot more difficult to bring my plans to fruition. Scheme is exposed. Negative 75%. From agents plus 178%. So I'm not fast enough with math to do that in my head. Is that what's allowing us to still be at 95%, I guess? What if I rounded up to 180, took 20 off of that is 160, took 10 off of that is 150. No, what am I thinking? I've got to add. 180 plus 20 is 200, plus 10 would be 210. Plus 5 would be 215. Then you subtract 4. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 199 minus 75 is, oh gosh, I should be able to just know that right off the bat. I'm so bad at this. 125-ish. Mathing in public. I don't want to do it. I have arrived in Florence to pay homage to you, glorious despot. Oh, aren't you the one? Yes, I'm plotting your son's murder behind your back. Do you have a dagger behind that back? Vigilantia is her name. Oh no. The Impaler. Send her away. No. I'm just kidding. She paid us 50 gold also. I wait patiently on my throne for the arrival of Duchess Vigilantia, who is soon announced and ushered before me. She kneels in deference as attendants bring forth her gifts of coin and precious objects. The oath is taken, and scribes record her pledges to serve Despotate of Sicily. Though the Duchess has clearly practiced the Greek vows, she mispronounces several sections, humorously changing their meaning and leaving my courtiers stifling titters. Oh, good effort, you know. Don't be embarrassed. Nobody should ever be embarrassed about not fluently, perfectly 100% speaking a second or more language. You should look in the mirror every day and be like, man, I'm smart. You know, I can do things that not everybody can do. All right. 6 months left. Boy, I hope this works out. 5 months left. The way I am acting these days, the secrecy and the plotting and shadows, this cannot be right. This cannot be just. Oh, we're going to catch more. We're going to catch more stress over this. Do it. Ooh, that stress is getting up there. Giggling confronts me as I walk into the chambers. A gaggle of courtiers, led by Petronella, is all crowded around a recent letter from Kingdom of Sicily. Petronella waves me over with a shout of laughter. Okay, so they're making fun of The ability to speak Greek. 2 noble courts and not a sodding brain between them. Both courts lose 20 opinion of each other. You gain above petty differences for 10 years, and you lose 8 stress because you're cynical. We're doing it. Let's bump up to speed 4. Went from 4 months to 5 months. Come on, we need this guy to go down. Two months. Oh, that was a big jump forward. 3. One of my agents has acquired a deadly spider and arranged for a servant to hide it in Duke Magnus's bed before dark. All they need is my go-ahead, and he will be as good as dead the moment the spider strikes. I hope you're not afraid of spiders, Magnus. It's a 95% chance of success. We're gonna roll that dice. That's barely a gamble. Oh, except I remember J2 John Jeremy says that this math never works out in your favor. But we're gonna do it anyway. Duke Magnus is dead by the lethal bite of a deadly spider. The spider struck not long after he retired to his chambers, and although guards were called, no one could do a thing to save him. Thankfully, spiders do not talk, so the attack cannot be traced back to me. My little friend has done its work well. Okay. And on the same day, we get task finished. Increase control in Apulia. Excellent. Things are going in our way. Oh, my spy master's dead. Now, how did that happen? Nothing in here talks about my spy master dying. I don't want to put her in charge. That's scary. Here's Duke Severus at a 13. He's 16 years old. Okay. I mean, 13's not bad. Take care of Ajaccio. Alright, we got 4 years left for Apulia to flip to Roman. You don't need to do this anymore, because her heir is now Rufinus. Who is not in charge of anything at all. Older brother, his daughter became the Duchess of Philippopolis. So that family's basically taken care of. I think that this is a pretty safe, a pretty safe position. And he does not have any claims on that title or anything, so he's not going to be named. I looked at his claims already. Maybe I should take another look and just make sure. Benevento, Foggia, Calabria, and then the Duchies of Benevento and Calabria. Okay. So you can go back to converting the faith of Orbitello. That's what you can do. All right, in the meantime, we can declare war on the Pope. Yes, we can. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do that. Darn it. Found Holy Order. We do want to pay homage. And we want to give some gold. Okay. Ask for gold to cover that recent expense. Gee whiz. When you become wealthy, you never really lose money, do you? You just have other ways of... repair. 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 And... repair. Oh, prisoners can be ransomed. Whoa. Courtiers, prisoners, mass ransom. We're at 3,500. Let's see how this works out for us. I can lawfully... and isn't Duke Severus my new spy master? Yes. What are you guilty of, kiddo? Oh, he's a witch. Ay. You are no longer my spy master. I don't trust you. Alright. Well, it's going to be tough for you to have kids while you're in prison. Are you in a dungeon? You need to be in a dungeon for sure. Or are you just under house arrest? We need to replace him as spy master. Oh my gosh, do I take the risk at 28? She's at a plus 35. Let's start swaying her. Emma died in my dungeons. Ransom. Oh yeah, we've seen this before about snakes and worms. Okay. 33 gold. We have a grandson. Learning. And Patriarch Julian has the best teaching ability. Okay. You can declare wars. We're up to 5,300 gold. That's quite a lot. I can petition my liege, and this is the thing that I was looking for. I want to sponsor priests. It would cost me 300 gold, but that's fine. I'll pay it. We've got plenty of money. Oh, and I gave him a hook. Well, I didn't want to do that. That was a mistake. And that's me not looking closely at the dialogue. That was a mistake. Alright, well, I want to attack Freluni. How many troops do I have? I have 16,000. We must be rebuilding levies. No, I guess that's just my number. I thought I was at 17k. Oh, no, there it is. Levies at the top. 6187 of 7616. Alright, so give it some time. There was something else I wanted to look at as well. Oh, yeah, I wanted to try and lose some stress. This might only... You will not lose stress since you're lazy. Oh, okay. But it helps people's opinion. Focused attention. What does that do? Well, I kind of like that. Here, focused attention. And we gain 150 prestige. And now we can hold a feast. Welcome, friends. These things happen. Our wife helped out, so we lose 15 stress there. Household efforts for 5 years, that's good. Increased control. And I guess we're done. There it is. Everybody gains 30 opinion of us for 10 years. And now I want to go on a pilgrimage. Jerusalem. Wife manipulates subject, okay. Man, what is... Yeah, I saw those rosy cheeks, and I was like, is he a drunk? And he is. We got a lot of drunks in the kingdom, it seems. Some of the locals seem like they would make fierce guards. I think I'll take divine protection. Sympathy for heathens? I don't think so. Disdain for heathen. If I was role-playing this the right way, we would have gone, because he's cynical. I probably should have done that, sympathy. I think I made a mistake there. I should have done sympathy, because his characteristic would lead to that. But, I am finally here, body and soul, at the great church of Jerusalem, as the bishop offers me blessings that reflect on everything that had to happen for God to bring me here at this moment in time. A whole lot of walking. I don't know. I'm at odds with myself on that, because I am trying to very much, like, there are two play styles that I want to get completed in an overarching epic kind of way, like what I'm doing here. One is very monolithic, and that's what I'm doing right now. Rome for Romans. We're going to be Roman everything, you know? And you look at cultures, I don't want Sicilian and Italian and I want it all to be Roman. I don't want Sardinian, French. And the more that you get outside of Mediterranean cultures, the more adamant I am about that. You know, Saxon, what? Get out of here. Anglo-Saxon, no. Right? I want it to all be Roman. Well, then I want to do another playthrough another time where I'm the opposite. I'm very egalitarian. I kind of hold the idea that I don't care what your background or your belief structure is. If you're willing to serve under this crown, then we just need talent. I don't care about what my guy would perceive as to be petty differences. And I want to try that out, which is, I mean, honestly, you could do another Roman playthrough and adopt that idea. That's what's great about Roman empires, is that if you want to do a fantasy playthrough that's built around a Roman empire, whether you're playing a space game, a futuristic space game, or a game like this, the Roman Empire lasted for so long and had so many different aspects to it, you could kind of pick and choose. What era are you referencing, you know? And you could be anything that you want to be, and it makes sense. So anyway, but on this one, I'm very much Roman. I don't want any other cultures. All right, ransom accepted. Where are we at militarily? 79 of 81. That's really, really close. Okay, so I believe we have returned. This is you, though you do not always feel like yourself. No, I'm in Jerusalem, so I want to return. I want to wait until my guy returns. Let's get back up to speed 4. We're in 1217 AD, man. I've never played a game this long. Remember, we started at 868. back in the first chronicle. It is good to be home. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Let's go ahead and unlock this absolute control. This is a good one. I like it. Absolute control is a special state of control enabled by the absolute control perk, denoting that the ruler has an iron grip over the population. Whenever control is at 100, it will instead display as absolute and give additional bonuses to taxes and levies. Unlock. Okay. We're making 100 ducats a month. We're going to save it right here, guys. Because the timer went off and it's a good natural break. And in the next episode, we're going to open up attacking the Pope for Pisa. This is Pisa, right? I've been there. Yeah, I've seen the Leaning Tower and all that. It's actually, you know what gets lost on Pisa? And it's like obvious. Well, I don't know if it gets lost. I never thought of it. I went to Pisa for the Leaning Tower and somehow was stunned whenever we went to the beach. And their beach is not like a touristy place. It's not like a Florida beach. They have concrete that comes out, concrete platforms, and they have rocks all on their beach. It's not a sandy beach. It's not a place to take the family and have a picnic or go stare at girls or surf or anything like that. It's not what you think of as a typical American thought of what the beach is and what all it holds. But it is beautiful and it's peaceful and the water is very pretty. It's not necessarily like the aqua clear blue of North Florida or anything. It's not that, but neither is it the steel gray of the North Sea. Is that right? Is this the North Sea? Yeah. It's more tranquil is how I would describe it. It's just very beautiful and soothing. And I think I was very much drawn to its simplicity. I think as an American, where everything over here is hoopla and hype and get stoked and get excited, and all of the businesses advertise that way. American entertainment philosophy found that getting people excited and amped up is a surefire moneymaker, and it is. That works. But maybe whenever you're enmeshed in that environment all the time, where it's 100 miles an hour, it's go, fun, do this, buy tickets here, buy tickets there. Seeing something that's just natural and beautiful in its own right and peaceful and slow moving, and it was just me and the group of fellas I went with that we came down here to we actually came down here. It was a church group I went with, and we came down here to talk with an Army Ranger about Christian leadership, and it was very beneficial for me. Not necessarily that I'm a leader or I've used any of the things that I learned, but I needed to be in that environment at that stage of my life. Is very helpful. And to have an Army Ranger who'd kind of been out there and done it, and he was active duty. He was stationed down here. So he was still doing it, and he was a captain. Was just real helpful, and it was good camaraderie to have with those guys, and that was a very good trip. But enough insight into my life. We're pausing at 21 March 1217. I saved it right. 1217 321. Yes, I did. And in the next episode, after telling you that story about Christian brotherly love and camaraderie, we're going to attack the Pope in the next episode and take his land. That's the plan. All right, guys. Hey, look, wherever you're at, whatever your background is, whatever your context is, I hate to say it, but the times that we're in, I'll go ahead and highlight whatever your ethnicity is. I feel like people have been legitimately, through social pressure, like actual legitimate social past things that have been done in communities they've grown up in where they've seen this stuff happen. They have concerns, but I also feel like, kind of like what I talked about, where America has this business model of hype. I think all of us have also been sort of socially engineered a little bit. Is that okay to say? Like, to believing that rifts are much larger than what they are. And I'm here to try and show you that here's one guy saying, I don't care. You know, now if you're involved in evil stuff, okay, I care, you know. But whenever it comes down to things like what your religion is or what your religion isn't, what your politics are or what they aren't, kind of, again, depending on, well, how far do you take that and what are you involved in? What kinds of things do you support? Because there are some extremes out there. Or what your ethnicity is, I don't care. Just from one human to another, I really do hope that all is well in your neck of the woods. I would venture to say that most of this world is in the population of the masses, and we are too often, I think, at the whim of the 1 to 10% at the very top of the food chain who decide that they've got plans for us. And what I'm saying is, I think that no matter where you're at, I don't care where you live, if you live over here or if you live over here, I think we have actually more in common with each other as regular people. And I'm hoping the best for you and yours. So we'll end it on that, and I'll see you in the next episode where this story continues.